All right, what's up, everybody? This is a video game pickup video. However, the interesting thing is there are more non-video games in this video than I think there are video games. What do I mean? Well, I went to Mr. Dealz in Albany. Like I have, you've seen a lot of my video game pickups from him in the past. But I now am in a sort of a conundrum scenario here. Here's the problem. I had very strict criteria when it came to superhero video games and what I collected. I only collected Batman and Superman. Excuse me. Let me rephrase. Batman and Spider-Man. Really not into any other superhero. Thor was pretty cool, but not to the extent of, okay, well, I need to go and collect his video games now. But Batman and Spider-Man are games that I loved as a kid, and continue to be my two favorite superheroes of all time. However, I just saw in the theater Thor Ragnarok, and when talking to one of my friends who works at the theater, she had mentioned that, okay, well, did you get the ending of Thor Ragnarok? And I said, not really. She goes, well, did you see Thor? And I said, of course I did, but that came out 1,000,000 years ago. Well, apparently, and I knew this with Spider-Man Homecoming, apparently, and one of the reasons I didn't see Spider-Man Homecoming, even though I wanted to see it, was because he obviously knew Iron Man. And if that's the case, what have I missed? So now the problem is I literally am now going to watch every Marvel and every DC comic book movie that has ever come out, to be able to be caught up with like the Avenger movies and all that other side story crap. And because of that, I now have to collect not only every superhero game from Marvel and DC that has ever come out for the systems I own, but also the movies / TV series / animated stuff, etc. So without further ado, let's first go into a NES game that the box is pretty much in mint condition. It's sealed because of the great condition that it's in. It's not factory sealed. It's resealed. It's a black box version of Gumshoe. I mean, this literally is flawless. The only problem with the game itself is, aside from the fact that there's a sticker on here on the seal itself that says no manual because it didn't come with a manual, is just this. Let me see if I can move this up a little bit. That's it. It still has the hang tab, as you can see. I don't think it was ever used. But the box and the little issue here. Other than that, the box is in amazing shape. So I got to wait to get the manual, and then I will have Gumshoe complete for the NES. So let's throw that over there. We're going to first start with the Sega Master System. I have one game. I was able to find Joe Montana Football. It plays on the Master System, the Master System 2, Genesis with the power-based converter. Now, as I read the front of this, I have a sneaking suspicion I already have this, and I never updated my catalog on my iPad. So I will be furious if I already have it. It was expensive. It was $25 complete. Joe Montana Football, it's a snap. This is your chance to rub shoulder pads with Joe Montana, the man who led the team of the 80s to 4 Super Bowl championships. You provide all the fourth quarter heroics, play calling brilliance, and pinpoint passing as you hit the field against any of 28 pro teams. Call all your own plays. Each team has a playbook with 17 offensive and 6 defensive options. Pick the play that you think will work best, or take the advice of Joe Montana himself, as he recommends the play he would call in each situation. You control the action on the field by switching to the key player as the play unfolds. Your strength and speed will vary by position, just like the real sport. Knock helmets with the computer or punch holes in a friend's defense. Can you keep your head cool and your passing arm hot? Pick your team. Choose the plays. Think you have what it takes to be the next Joe Montana? 1 or 2 players, Sega control pad or control stick for the controls. There you go. The one lone Sega Master System game I grabbed. Next up, for the Genesis, I was able to pick up a complete version of The Incredible Hulk. And US Gold made this. You can see Marvel Comics up at the top. Not really thrilled with this. Just realized this as I touched it. This sticker. It says, previously played Sega Genesis Kids. I got to try to get this off of the... Oh, great. I was able to. That was a snap. And I didn't see this issue on the case. But The Incredible Hulk. US Gold presents The Incredible Hulk. It's a one-player game. So, it says, busting through a brick wall, Rhino charges the Hulk. As the Rhino closes in, the Hulk prepares to knock him to oblivion. The Hulk lands a gamma-powered uppercut. Here, Bruce Banner contends with the leader's Robot Warrior's laser blasts. And here it says the leader's biotech mutants hurl at the angry Hulk. And then the comic book sounds you of Crash and Thwap and Thrunk and Arg. So there you go, Genesis, the Incredible Hulk. And I got ripped off, $33. I could have got a complete at a video you'll see later on at Play It Again at Pastime Legends. I could have got this for $15. So I'm not happy about that, but it more than made up for it with what I'm about to show you later on in this video. For the PS1, I was able to pick up The Incredible Hulk from Eidos. It's Marvel Comics' The Incredible Hulk: The Pantheon Saga. Don't make me angry, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Marvel Comics' Incredible Hulk barges his way into the Pantheon Saga. He encounters a team of superheroes dedicated to helping him become a hero. Hulk must use his gamma-spawned powers to survive impossible odds against a familiar cast of notorious supervillains. The Interstellar Madman Trauma, the Mutant Piecemeal, and the Deadly UFOs. These villains make his path to heroism increasingly dangerous. Thankfully for the Hulk, the madder he gets, the stronger he gets. Over 20 specialized attack and defense combos available to pound your way through. Full 3D graphics designed on Silicon Graphics workstations. Over 14 levels of challenging gameplay. Hidden paths and areas to uncover powerful Pantheon members. So again, from Eidos, we have The Incredible Hulk, The Pantheon Saga for the PS1. Next, for the PS2, we have from from EA Games, we have Catwoman. Feline domination. So here, stalk from the shadows of the rooftops to command the cityscape below. Here, Halle Berry is Catwoman. Whip into action to conquer your enemies and dominate your surroundings, and combine fluid kicks and flips to unleash Catwoman's explosive style. EA Games, Catwoman for the PS2. Next up, for the PS2, we have Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 from Activision. It did come with a limited edition comic book, which it says is inside. Obviously, they picked this up used. I'm going to try to find the comic book on eBay if I can. The largest army of superheroes is back and being torn apart. Forces collide as superheroes take sides over having to register with the government. Harness the power of 26 playable heroes and villains with exciting new character and team upgrades. Whose side are you on? Expand your character roster with Cyclops, Psylocke, and Blade. Team up in multiplayer mode with up to 2 players. Unleash over 250 astonishing new fusion powers. You can go to Activision.com and www.marvel.com and www.marveluniversalliance.com, MarvelUltimateAlliance.com. So you got Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 from Activision for the PS2. Next, for the PS2, I picked up Wolverine's Revenge, and it came with a free movie ticket, which obviously is irrelevant now, from Marvel and Activision. Wolverine's Revenge, prepare to meet your makers. Decades ago, a secret organization brainwashed you and implanted a virtually unbreakable adamantium skeleton into your body. Now, as Wolverine, the X-Men's most dangerous weapon, you've discovered you were also implanted with a deadly virus that will kill you within the next 48 hours, unless the antidote is found. Your future at risk, you must return to confront your past at the Sinister Weapon X facility. Time is running out, and so is your life. So, here it's unsheath your razor-sharp claws, unleash lethal combo attacks, and use accelerated healing powers as you tear into intense action and stealth scenarios. Enter the realm of senses, using your heightened mutant senses to see scent particles and detect heat when tracking enemies. Face off with Sabretooth, Wendigo, Juggernaut, and Magneto, while Professor X and Beast help you search for a cure. There's a Baskin-Robbins offer inside, apparently. You can go to Activision.com. But anyway, Wolverine's Revenge for the PS2 with Hugh Jackman on the cover. Then I picked up The Punisher from Marvel and THQ. This is pretty uncommon for the PS2 to find complete. Become the ultimate anti-hero. Interrogation, terrorize criminals using their own methods. Use the environment over 100 unique ways to punish crime. Non-stop action, live the Punisher's greatest battles. Build an armory of upgradable weapons. And original story by Garth Ennis and Jimmy Palmiotti. You go to THQ.com. And again, we have The Punisher for the PS2. And then lastly, for the PS2, I was able to pick up from WB Games, we have Justice League Heroes. Exclusive cheat code is inside. So, no one else is in their league. Command the amazing powers of Earth's mightiest alliance. Join the legendary Justice League in their quest to defeat a tyrannous evil intent on turning our world into a living nightmare. Here, you can wield extraordinary superpowers in interactive, destructible environments. Join forces with the world's most powerful heroes, including Superman, Batman, The Flash, and more. Fight solo or team up with a friend for co-op mayhem against vicious and infamous supervillains. Customize and upgrade your superhero team using the role-playing style boost system from game developer Snowblind Studios. Embark on an adventure crafted by the developer of the Champions of Norath series and acclaimed writer Dwayne McDuffie. You can go to justiceleagueheroes.com. So, again, we have Justice League Heroes for the PS2. Next up, for the PSP, I was able to find 4 games. First up, we have Marvel Superhero Squad from THQ. Hero Up, it says. Welcome to Superhero City. Fight for good, fight to defeat evil, or just fight for fun. Choose from over 20 superheroes and villains. 6 action-packed campaigns in adventure mode. I don't know what this... If I get this sticker off, on the back of this, what this little blurb says. Oh, jeez. Not good. Well, I assume it says fight to gain your superpowers, but who knows what it says. And then fight the fun in battle mode. So Marvel.com and from THQ, I'm going to get these stickers off. We have Marvel Superhero Squad. Next up for the PSP, I was able to pick up X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse from Marvel and Activision. It won the 2005 PSP Game of the Year for an RPG from IGN.com. And it says, a common enemy calls for an uncommon alliance. Now, there were exclusive PSP system extras like 9 all-new missions, 4 new playable heroes, and local and online Wi-Fi play. It says, command a brand new story in the epic X-Men Legends saga. Upgrade, customize, and unleash a massive arsenal of over 200 superpowers. Co-op with up to 4 players via local and online Wi-Fi. And assemble previously unimaginable teams from 20 playable X-Men and Evil Brotherhood characters. So, official PlayStation Magazine said, best superhero game ever. This is exactly the kind of game the PSP needs. IGN says one of the best reasons to buy a new PSP game this season. And Game Chronicles gave it an 8.9 out of 10, one of the best amazing action RPGs of the year. You can go to Marvel.com and Activision.com and X-Men-Legends2.com. Again, X-Men Legends 2, Rise of the Apocalypse for the PSP. Next up for the PSP, I was able to grab X-Men Wolverine from Activision. Uncage the ultimate weapon. So you have relentless combat, unleash adrenaline-fueled attacks, uncover the story of Wolverine's past. A unique Wolverine adventure. Developed exclusively for the PSP, PlayStation Portable System. Unleash the razor-sharp adamantium claws, feral instincts, and regenerative powers of the world's fiercest hero. Take on the impossible in your hunt to discover from Wolverine how Wolverine was created. So, fight like Wolverine, cinematic boss battles, rage powers, exclusive levels only on PSP system, an astonishing cast of Marvel heroes and villains. You can go to Activision.com. Again, X-Men Origins Wolverine for the PSP. And then lastly, I picked up a movie for the PSP, and it is one of my favorites of all time. It is Jim Henson's Labyrinth, where everything seems possible and nothing is what it seems. David Bowie, Jennifer Connelly. Awesome movie, and for the PSP I said, why not? Full-length movie, widescreen presentation, DVD picture quality. Journey into the fantastical world of Labyrinth, starring David Bowie and a cast of incredible creatures created by Jim Henson and produced by the master of myth, George Lucas. Frustrated with babysitting on yet another weekend night, Sarah, a teenager with an active imagination, summons the goblins from her favorite book, Labyrinth, to take her baby stepbrother away. When little Toby actually disappears, Sarah must follow him to the world of the fairy tale to rescue him from the wicked Goblin King played by Bowie. Guarding his castle is the labyrinth itself, a twisted maze of deception populated with outrageous characters and unknown dangers. To get through it in time to save Toby, Sarah will have to outwit the king by befriending the very goblins who protect him, in hopes that their loyalty isn't just another illusion in a place where nothing is as it seems. SonyPictures.com. So, Labyrinth with the PSP for $4, why not? Next up for the Game Boy Advance, I was able to pick up Justice League Chronicles from Midway. Very rare to find complete. Expensive. It's only for the Game Boy Advance, GBA link cable, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. A triple threat challenge. Justice League Chronicles, based on the hit Cartoon Network series and DC Comics' favorite, brings a superpowered force to the Game Boy Advance. Supervillains have unleashed a triple threat for global domination. It's up to you as part of the Justice League to save the Earth from danger. So there are 3 great Justice League episodes in one game. New look and feel highlights superhero action, adventure, and battles. Special Watchtower bonus. Here it says take on the power of Green Lantern and the Flash in Dark Winter. Soar like Superman and Wonder Woman to save Martian Manhunter in Savage Time. And fight for freedom as Batman and Hawkgirl in Trial in Ape City. The gameplay shows on the Game Boy Advance video game system, and multiplayer games require a new Game Boy Advance Game Link cable sold separately. You can watch Justice League on Cartoon Network. You could have at that point in time. You can go to Midway.com back when Midway was a company. Justice League Chronicles, Game Boy Advance. Now, for the Nintendo DS. First up, we picked up Jewel Master Collection. 2 great games, 1 low price. You have Jewel Master Egypt and Jewel Master Cradle of Athena from Storm City Games. 2 complete empire-building classics on 1 cartridge. Link identical resource gems and earn assets needed to build an empire. Recreate either ancient Egypt or the civilization at the foot of the Acropolis from the ground up. Experience the challenging and addictive fun of Jewel Master. So here it shows you Jewel Master Cradle of Athena and then Jewel Master Egypt from Storm City Games for the Nintendo DS Jewel Master Collection. Next up, I do not know if I have this or not. Couldn't find it in the in my catalog, but Disney came out with a 2-pack from Game Mill Entertainment. You have Big Hero 6, Battle in the Bay, and Disney's Frozen Olaf's Quest. So, in Olaf's journey is just beginning. Grab hidden treasures for high scores and slip, slide, jump, and roll in fun, colorful levels. And in Big Hero 6, help Hero and the team defeat the bots. Use superpowers to send the robots flying. Play as Hero, Go-Go, Wasabi, and Fred, and fight alongside Baymax. So, Disney 2-pack for the Nintendo DS. Next up, sealed, we have Thor, God of Thunder from Sega. Call down the mighty storm's fury. Battle as Thor, commanding massive storm powers and wielding his legendary hammer, Mjolnir. Thunder across the Norse worlds to save Asgard, smashing huge 20-ton foes from the Thor universe. So you can unleash lightning, thunder, and wind and hammer gigantic bosses. Marvel.com, we have Thor, sealed, Thor God of Thunder for the DS. Also sealed, we have X-Men Destiny from Activision and Marvel. Some destinies are chosen. Fight with melee or ranged powers and gain new abilities that reflect your decisions. Fight alongside or against the X-Men based on the choices you make. You go to Activision.com and Marvel.com. Sealed for the Nintendo DS, we have X-Men Destiny. And then for the Nintendo DS, the last game we have is Iron Man, also from Sega. Rumble Pack compatible, sold separately. You are a one-man army. So unleash your arsenal as Iron Man in this 3D action-packed multi-directional shooter. Customize your suit and head into battle against supervillains, fighter jets, tanks, and advanced weaponry. Choose your own path to victory, for you are a one-man army. Here it says, wield Iron Man's superior strength and weaponry to fight scores of powerful enemies, battle enemies in intense ground combat, or open air flight. So Sega.com, Marvel.com, again, Iron Man for the DS. And the last round of games, first up for the PS3, we have X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged Edition from Activision. Devastating Visceral, says EGM. True to character combat, epic cinematic battles, unstoppable rage abilities, and real-time regeneration. Unleash the razor-sharp adamantium claws, feral instincts, and mutant powers of the world's fiercest hero, Wolverine, to uncage the story of how the ultimate weapon was created. Uncaged Edition, fueled by unbridled ferocity, the authentic, relentless, uncompromised Wolverine experience. You can go to www.uncaged.com and Activision.com and Marvel.com. So again, for the PS3, we have X-Men Origins Wolverine Uncaged Edition. Throw that up here. Next up for the PS3, he threw this in for free for me because it's non-playable because it was an online-only game. It is DC Universe Online, The Next Legend Is You. Multiplayer online only. And there was a 30-day subscription included at the time. It's from Sony Online Entertainment and the WB. The next legend is you. You have the power, and with that power you can fight to save or rule the universe. The choice is yours. Build your legend. Fight your way through the DC Universe and episodic storylines with your favorite DC heroes and villains. Join forces. Fight alongside or against thousands of other players online on your path to fame or infamy. And fast-paced combat. Unleash power moves with knockout combos and attacks. So, for the PS3, DC Universe Online. Next up for the PS3, was able to pick up Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 from Capcom. Unleash your ultimate. The Ultimate Fighters from the Marvel and Capcom universe collide again. 12 over-the-top new characters, bringing the total count to 48. 8 epic new stages, additional costumes, and completely rebalanced gameplay. And fight online or view fierce matches in spectator mode. So from Capcom, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And lastly, for the PS3, was able to pick up The Godfather 2 from EA. Act like a mobster, think like a Don. You can go to godfather2.ea.com. The Don's View. Create crime rings and take over the city using the new 3D world map. Black hand brutality. Intimidate and extort with new attacks and executions. Build your family. Recruit, develop, and promote the made members of your crew. And command your crew. Bomb a rival family. Take over a front or defend your turf. So from EA, we have The Godfather 2 for the PS3. Now, those are the games I picked up. But the big story here is, think about this, what I said earlier in this video. I need to collect every movie, TV series, anything DC and Marvel. So on top of that, I also have to collect all the movies that I don't have, that I do have games for, and vice versa. All the movies I have that games were made for, I also have to collect the games for that. So first up, and this is not going to be in any order at all, let's go right on into the DVDs I bought, and he literally gave me everything you're about to see for, I think, $100. So, we have the Complete Futurama Volume 2 Season 2 series, as you can see here, Futurama Volume 2. So I have that. I also have Futurama Volume 1. Let me see if I can move this down and put these here. Futurama Volume 1. Next up, I have Futurama Volume 3. So I have the first 3 seasons right off the bat. And again, these were, he was charging $12.99 a piece for them. So right now I'm literally up to $39 or $38.97 if you want to be cute. So there's that. Now, I also have Family Guy Volume 6. Okay. I have Family Guy Volume 4, which is obviously Season 4. Family Guy Volume 3. Family Guy Volume 1, Seasons 1 and 2. 28 episodes from Seasons 1 and 2 included in this 4-disc set. Move this over here. I was able to pick up Stallone in Rambo 4. That was one of the only Rambos the only Rambo I was missing. Rambo: The Fight Continues. Picked up CSI, the complete 3rd season, in pretty damn good condition. Was able to pick up CSI, the complete 4th season. Pretty cool pickup here, charging $13 a piece. The Super Mario Brothers Super Show. Okay, this was the 4-disc set. I do not know what season this was. I think this might be the original one. Yeah, Volume 1 I think is what this is. Okay. And then I also have Volume 2. Can't go wrong with that. Right? So, next up, I have The Simpsons. I don't know what volume this is. The complete 5th season of The Simpsons. Picked up Batman, the complete 2nd season. DC Comics Kids Collection. The Batman, the complete 2nd season. So, there's that. Picked up X-Men 2-disc set. It says Marvel Animated Series. No idea what this is. So I'm going to hold off on figuring that out in a moment. Was able to pick up American Dad, Volume 6. Wait a minute. Do I need American Dad? Were there any video games on American Dad? There were not. So technically I don't even need this. So I'm going to throw that over here. I don't need that. Now, you're probably wondering, well, where are the superhero DVDs? Again, I'm getting to them. Next up, we have Spider-Man. Okay, this is with Tobey Maguire. This is Spider-Man 1, I believe. We have Spider-Man 2. Kirsten Dunst. And Spider-Man 3. We also have X-Men 2, X-Men United, or X2, X-Men United. We have The Amazing Spider-Man, Mr. Freeze, which was Jamie Foxx. I think it was Jamie Foxx. Reservoir Dogs. I have the video game, don't have the movie. Now I have the movie. It's the 10-year special edition of Reservoir Dogs, Quentin Tarantino. South Park, the complete 17th season. Okay. I have South Park, the complete 16th season. South Park, the complete 14th season. South Park, the complete 2nd season. The Simpsons, the complete 1st season. The Batman, the complete 5th season. So I have 5 and 2 of that. Then this I think is a reseal, but it is a Superman 2-pack. Includes Superman the movie and Superman 2. This is with Christopher Reeves. It's either a reseal or it's factory sealed, but I think it's a reseal, which is fine. I was able to pick up Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. I remember when this came out in the late 90s. I think it was 98 if I had a wild guess. And was I right? No, 2000, looks like. So I was close. Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker. Was able to pick up Fantastic Four. This is sealed, I believe. Yep, factory sealed. The Jessica Alba, Chris Evans version. The Simpsons, the complete 3rd season. South Park, the complete 4th season. I think this is backwards somehow, but whatever. The Simpsons, the complete 10th season. The Simpsons, the complete 2nd season. And lastly, from Mr. Dealz in Albany, New York, I was able to pick up Star Wars: The Clone Wars, 2-disc special edition. So guys, thanks for watching. That is everything I picked up at Mr. Dealz. But guess what? Stay tuned because there are more videos to come. And like, comment, favorite, and subscribe if you have not. And yeah. Also, comment in the section below if you have anything you think I would need that you don't need, please. I will definitely pay you for it. We'll talk about that later on. Just email me at andyvhb@aol.com. That is andyvhb@aol.com. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more pickups.